Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil and in this Vue.js video tutorial we will learn about what is class binding. So these are the points. The first question is what is class binding. We will cover it as a theoretical part, then we will jump on a practical things, and we will learn that how we can apply simple dynamic classes, how we can apply the classes on the based on button clicks, or how we can remove and change the class name and on the any event or a button click. You can specifically say that. After that, I will also show you that how you can use functions for dynamic classes, because sometimes we have to apply 5 or 6 classes or more than it dynamically, right? That time if we will apply directly these dynamic classes, then our code look like a mess, right? So that's why we can use the function to apply these dynamic classes. And at the last I will cover an interview question. Before starting with this video, I want to share some information with you. If you are looking to purchase domain name or hosting, then you can purchase it with the domain racer. You can see that plans will start with the 59 rupees per month, and they will provide you light speed technology with the SSD disk, free SSL certification, and this is the most affordable SSD Linux hosting. So go for it. So let's come back to our first question. What is class binding? Sometimes we need to apply our classes dynamically. For example, you are just checking a validation of a form, right? So when someone is typing your password and password is too short or not correct, and the character limit is not matched, that time we want to show some red maxes and all, right? So these classes are dynamic because they are just based on some events, right? Or we can simply say that these are the dynamic style or dynamic css, right? For that we need apply some properties as a class name, and for that we will use class binding, and for that we have to just simply use colon class, and after that we can put here class name as a property, or we can check the conditions with our class. I will show you in a detail. So let's start with the example. So first of all, I am just taking a h2 element and closing it, and let me put here some text. Let's say home component. After that, let me write here a class, and let's say my class name is green, right? And I am creating this class green, so dot green. Let me apply a background color, and it can be, let's say, green, and width, let's say 200 pixel, padding, let's say 10 pixel, and color, let's say white. So let's check the output. This is our output, and this is looking pretty fine. But this is a simple style, but now I want to check that I have a property, or I want to make it that on a button click or something it will be, let's behave dynamically, right? So how we can make it dynamic? First of all, let's understand with it a boolean value, then we will check it with the property, and then we will check it with the button click and all, right? So what I'm just going to do, I am putting here a colon, and here I am putting here like object, and here I can put my class name, and here I just want to put a flag like it will be true or not. If I am putting it true, that means it will be visible, and if I am putting it false, then it will be removed from here, right? And you can check here also there is a no classes for now, and if I am making it a true, then this is applied here. So this is the simplest form of dynamic binding, but not much. So let's just take some advanced things also here. So let's say I have a data property, and I want to check apply this class based on some condition. So let's say I am returning a statement, and here I have a colorful property, and if my this colorful property is true, that time this class should be applied, right? So I can check here colorful, and that time it will be green, perfect, working fine. if I am making it false, now there is a no color on this class, and here you can check the class and all, right? That's fine and that's okay. So now I want to change this HTML tag color, or want to change this class based on a button click. So let's say I have a button, and let me put here, let's say apply style, and after that what we can put here, v, that means view on click, and here we can just change this property. Let's say colorful equal to opposite of colorful. That means if this is true, then it will be become a false, and if this is a false, then it will be become its vice versa, right? And here you can see that if I am just clicking on it, the color is changed on every click, and class is also changed here, right? So that's great. So now let's say you want a static class and one dynamic class. That how you can do it? So you can just simply do it like static class, right? And here you can just write it static class, and color is blue or something, right? And now this is working fine. With that way you can apply one dynamic class and one static class. Okay, now may you have a condition, you have to apply the two dynamic classes. So let me just write one more, like ERR, and it have a color like red, right? How we can apply it? For that, just put here like comma ERR true, and here we go, this color is applied, right? So that's again great, there is a no issue. So let's say we have a one more class here, so we can apply this one also. But let's say we have 10 classes, how we can apply this? Because these all are dynamic basis on some conditions, on a true and false and all. So for that we can just define some computed function. So let me apply a computed function. This is not a function, this is basically a property, computed, and this is basically a property. So we have to put here colon. Now let me define some functions. Let's say adjust style, let's return some statement, and this is a function, so I need to put here like this, and here we can just get this object directly like this and like this. So let me format it, and now what we can do here, we can simply put our this adjusted style here, and here we must have to use this dot colorful, right? And now again, because I have to put here a comma, now there should be no error, this is working fine. So whenever I will click on it, the style is still changing, right? So let's say I have now properties more, let's say other color or something other, just put here other, make it true, and here we can put here like dot other, and font size, let's say 70 pixel or something, right? And now I have to use here a comma, because these are the properties, and here you can see that, right? So now the you can say that the size of font is bigger than the box, right? But this is still fine. We can just check our style and all. So if I just make it false, then this will be not gonna apply. Here you can see that, right? So with that way you can apply your dynamic style. If you still have any kind of confusion, you can ask me in the comment box. So what is the dynamic, which is the interview questions here? So interview question can be two here. One is how we can apply one static and one dynamic classes here. Second question, that how you can use dynamic classes like number in the 10 or 12, then you can say that the stable way is we can make a computed function and all, and this is a better way, because otherwise our code will be really look like a mess. So thanks for watching this video. Bye bye, take care.